And here's the music they gave him.
Bro, really? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Chaos Reborn is back, and we looking at some more wrestling content. Today, the top 20 worst wrestling theme songs. I'm be real, I don't know what's gonna be on here. I can't think of the horrible ones offhand right now. But I don't know. I assume probably Boogeyman will be on here somewhere. I don't know. We gonna find out though. So before I start this video, like and subscribe, hit the bell notification, join the squad. You know, get the numbers up for me. Trying to get to 100 right now, but I'm on my way to 1K. But still trying to reach 100 first. That'll be a good milestone for me. So, yeah, man. I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead and start this video, because I know you're tired of my voice by now. Let's go.
Warning, the music you're about to hear will make your ears bleed because this is the top 20 worst wrestling theme songs of all time. Number 20, Tamina Snuka. Here's a crazy fact for you. Tamina made her debut in 2010 and wasn't removed from the active WWE roster until July 2024. Despite being in WWE for nearly 15 years, Tamina never really came into her own. Part of that might have been the entrance music they gave her.
Tamina. I'm just now realizing that it says that.
Name said over and over again. The music itself is just kind of underwhelming too. It sounds like it's building to a big payoff, but it never comes. Kind of like Tamina's entire WWE career. Number 19, Sheikh Abdul-Bashir. Okay, so Bashir's actual music isn't that bad, but it's what you hear at the beginning that earns a spot on this list. After a somewhat controversial run of playing an angry Arab American, Daivari was released from WWE in 2007. Several months later, he debuted for TNA, now wrestling as Sheikh Abdul-Bashir. Despite the name change, TNA decided to give Daivari basically the same anti-American character he had in WWE, even calling him the Middle Eastern Nightmare. And here's the music they gave him.
Bro, really? Really? If I was him, I would have been like, ain't no way you about to give me that music. You better get your ass on. Wow.
Yes, you heard
wow.
That. TNA gave the wrestler with
I do not remember that.
A plane crashing sound effect at the start of his entrance music. I was shocked that there wasn't more backlash to this, but then I remembered TNA would need fans for that to happen. Number 18, The Rock. Okay, it's not what you think.
Are you talking about Maya Villa?
Was so bad that it was only used once. In late 1998, the Great One was preparing for a match with Al Snow. But when it came time for The Rock to make his entrance, this is what fans heard.
Do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Did Def Rebel time travel and produce this track? It just sounds so generic. It's made
even
worse
horrible.
Because after the opening line, you're expecting something much better. WWE immediately messed up because once the match was over, they went back to The Rock's old theme song.
Wow.
You smell what The Rock is cooking?
The deal for the job squad. Bottom line is the biggest corporate asset is that man.
Number 17, Anna Jay. In September 2024, Anna Jay returned to AEW after being gone for about 3 months. She brought with her some new music, and it was something.
Welcome to the show.
There's just something bad about the theme song. Maybe it's the stutter at the beginning, or just the beat of the song. But whatever it is, this is just not a good theme song to listen to. Number 16, Chaz. In 1989,
I don't dislike it.
Had to be put on halt after Thrasher suffered a knee injury. Rather than keep his established character, the other half of the tag team, Mosh, decided to reinvent himself. This ultimately resulted in Mosh wrestling under his real name, Chaz, and he got some new music too. It's not terrible at first, but the more you listen to this theme song, the more repetitive and grating it gets. In fact, at one point, the sound sounds like it's farting. Number 15, Jericho. In 2009,
you ain't gonna disrespect Jericho.
Chris Jericho needed a new tag team partner to defend the unified WWE Tag Team Championship. Jericho's choice was The Big Show, which created Jericho. When they debuted, though, WWE put together a remixed version of both Big Show and Jericho's theme song. The result was...
Well, come on! Listen,
You know I got you. Yeah.
Honestly, it's a song being big.
Okay, I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
So laughable. The rest of the song just flips between Big Show's music and Chris Jericho's, so it's just barely its own
that's
original theme song.
trash.
Luckily, WWE
They
realized
switched
the song
that
was
up.
awful and gave the team a much better remix.
Well, break the walls down. It's the Big Show.
Number 14, Shawn
Way better.
Michaels. After spending several years as a tag team with Marty Jannetty, Shawn Michaels decided to go solo and became the Heartbreak Kid, in quite literal fashion.
Threw him through the candy mirror.
However, before he did his iconic theme song, HBK was saddled with something different.
You bet. And his opponent, please. From San Antonio, Texas.
Honestly, this song is perfect for a fancy dinner, but for one of the most
gonna say
energetic
for
and
the Undertaker,
flashiest wrestlers
goddammit.
of the time, not a chance. Number 13, Bertha Faye. You may not
Hey,
have
man,
heard
you ain't
this
gonna
from a
disrespect
wrestler,
Bertha Faye,
but when
man.
you hear her entrance music, you'll be glad you didn't.
No,
Bertha Faye made her WWE
you ain't gonna
debut
disrespect
in
Bertha.
1995 and only had 5 televised matches. I'm not saying her theme song is what made her career so short, but it certainly did.
It was so
help.
smooth.
Oh, my sweet Bertha Faye. What words could I ever possibly say?
It doesn't sound like a wrestling theme song at all. The lyrics seem more appropriate for a love letter than a wrestler, and the
You ain't
music
gonna disrespect
itself just
Bertha.
doesn't have much energy to it. Also, what kind of name is Bertha Faye? Number 12, Shawn Stasiak.
A country
Shawn Stasiak
American
had
name.
really bad luck when it came to theme songs. His WCW music was
Y'all ain't gonna disrespect Bertha.
unique. However, the reason Shawn Stasiak makes this list is because of his WWE theme song. In 2002, Stasiak
I sure gonna say I
returned to
don't
WWE
dislike that
and started
either.
acting strange, saying he was from Planet Stasiak and he heard voices in his head. Unfortunately, he
And-
didn't get an awesome theme song like Randy Orton. He instead got this. It's not necessarily bad,
Yeah,
but
I'm
it's
like-
just so weird. There's all these space sound effects in the song, and it just screams Jobber to the stars. Number 11, the Voodoo Kin Mafia.
Yeah, some of
Here's
these
another
aren't
theme song
bad
that
to me.
sounds alright, but has a really wild beginning. If you aren't aware of who the Voodoo Kin Mafia is, well, consider yourself
Vincent
very
Kennedy
lucky.
McMahon,
The group
boy.
consisted of the Road Dogg Jesse James and Billy Gunn. Or should I say BG James and Kip James.
Kip.
In 2006, James and Gunn were in TNA, and they formed their own group, the Voodoo Kin Mafia. The name meant nothing, but the group's initials, VKM, were the same as Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Ooh. Anyways, the Voodoo Kin Mafia is a beast in of itself, but their entrance theme song was completely unhinged.
911 operator, what's your emergency?
For whatever reason, their theme song starts with a woman making a 911 call as her home is being broken into. The rest of the music is fine, just an intense rock
Yeah.
beat, but the opening is just so out of pocket. We unfortunately don't find out what the woman was about to say, but I like what these comments suggest.
Help me, they have creative control.
Number 10, X Factor. In 2001, one of the oddest paired wrestling factions was formed.
Yeah.
In February of that year,
Justin.
made his WWE debut, saving X-Pac. The two were soon joined by Albert and started calling themselves
He is
X
just
Factor. The group disbanded the
incredible.
same year as formed, but the one thing everyone remembers to this day is their bizarre
Spike,
theme
man.
song.
Yo, you dealing with the X Factor.
I got everything I ever
Yo.
wanted, and I'll never
Yo.
give that back.
The song starts by shouting out
Trash.
the group's name and then randomly picks up in
Trash.
the middle of an Uncle Cracker song. The song isn't bad, but one, it doesn't fit as a wrestling entrance theme, and two, it has nothing to do with X Factor. It's just bizarre that out of all the licensed music WWE could have used,
That boy
they
with that
chose
spin wheel
this.
kick, boy.
Number 9, American Males. In 1995,
American
WCW
Males.
introduced a new tag
American
team consisting of
Males.
Scotty Riggs and Marcus Bagwell. They called themselves
They're gonna
American
disrespect
Males.
American
And if you
Males,
couldn't
man.
remember their name, the team's theme song made sure to remind you.
American males, American males, American males, American males.
This theme song sort of falls into the so bad it's good, but the robotic sounding voice is just kind of weird. However, whatever you do, do not listen to this song backwards. Seriously, don't. Number 8, R-Truth. In 2011, R-Truth turned heel for the first and only time in his WWE career.
Is this
As
when he
such,
just came out with
R-Truth
the truth
needs
will
some
set you
music.
free and it was just
Or
nothing?
did he?
The truth.
Will set you free. And then it's just nothing.
And that's it. I know that some would argue it's not really a theme song, but I'm counting it on technicality, since this is what would play every time R-Truth made his entrance. The real question, though, is, if No Music is number 8, then how bad are number 7 and below? Number 7, Brie Bella. While it wasn't the best Tay-Team theme song, the Bella Twins music
Brie
was solid.
You can look, but you can't touch.
It was distinct and
That was
memorable.
fine.
However, when the
I ain't
twins
dislike
broke
that
up
at all.
in 2014,
But-
someone's
but
gonna need
Brie
a new tune.
Mo-
Nikki Bella got a
Trash.
theme song, so WWE had to create a new song for Brie. This was the result. And yes, that is blood dripping from the ears. The actual music is just
That shit was
generic
horrible.
pop, but the lyrics are what make this theme song so awful. Someone had way too much fun with autotune. Also, if you're wondering what Brie mode is, it originated from the Total Divas reality TV show, and is what would happen when Brie Bella got extremely drunk. Number 6, Gold Dust. This is the only song in this video that actually makes me mad, and I considered putting it at number 1. In late 1997, Goldust, being the trendy and controversial wrestler he was, debuted a new gimmick. He started calling himself the artist formerly known as Goldust, a reference to the musician Prince. As such, Goldust also got new entrance music, and once you hear it, you'll understand why it's so infuriating.
Lona.
Here's why
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. When he said Gold Dust at first, I almost turned this goddamn video off. Because in my opinion, Gold Dust has top 3 all-time greatest intro music. You know, all time. I don't care who else you put on this list. They might be the best, they might be second, they might be, but they are definitely top 3 all time. I meant to say him. Just saying.
I hate the song. It's actually
But
kind
that
of
song
good.
was beyond
There's sort
garbage.
of a rock version of Goldust's regular theme song, and it sounds awesome.
That man is in mixed face. Yeah, don't ever
What
touch that
ruins it
song
is
again.
That freaking electric kazoo. It's so annoying. WWE had such a good theme song, and they ruined it. It's like someone dropping sewage water on a birthday cake. It's still a cake, but are you really gonna eat a piece of that? Number 5, Right to Censor. If you're watching
You ain't gonna
WWE
disrespect
during the
Right to
Attitude
Censor
Era, then
either.
this theme song will give you flashbacks.
You disrespect Right to Censor.
Honestly, the beeping sound effect is what annoys me the most.
I
get
agree,
that
though.
Right to Censor's theme song was supposed to sound bad, which is why it's only number 5. Still, if the goal of this song was to make you hate the RTC, then it overachieved. Number 4, Bastion Booger. No disrespect to the man, but Bastion Booger is easily one of the most disgusting wrestlers in WWE history. Bastion
One
Booger
of?
debuted in the mid-90s.
He
during the phase
gotta
of
be the
flashy
worst.
gimmicked wrestlers. Booger might be one of the worst.
Them
and his theme
eyebrows
song
used to
definitely
kill
helps
me,
with that
fam.
title.
And his finisher?
I have to tell you, this song has all the energy of someone who just rolled out of bed. Actually, here's a little fun fact. Bastion Booger was supposed to have a full song, but the singer passed out after saying the first line.
I'm the Booger.
Number 3, Isaac Yankum. Before he was the
Terrible,
Devil's Favorite
man.
Demon,
Terrible.
his first WWE character was Isaac Yankum. He was Jerry Lawler's personal dentist, who, ironically, had really bad
Had
teeth.
terrible
I'm not
teeth.
sure what was worse, though, Yankum's teeth or his theme song. Yep, that's the sound of a dentist drill. There is
Drills.
a quiet violin in the background, but you can barely hear it over that drill.
Yeah, for real.
Like Right to Censor, this is another theme song that is supposed to sound bad in order to get fans to boo. So, can it really be counted? To that I say, if I intentionally burn toast, does that mean it tastes good? Number 2, the Shockmaster. It might come as a surprise, but after the Shockmaster...
I was gonna say, Isaac Yankum. I don't know if you were born around in the 90s or whatever. You ever seen the movie Dr. Giggles? It was about like a killer dentist. Man, that scared the hell out of me as a child. So I wasn't a huge fan of Yankum either.
Master's unforgettable debut, he did actually wrestle. However, the fans had clearly given up on Shockmaster, and it seems like his theme song did too.
It just right when it's finna pick up,
That's
it's like,
actually how
all right, it's over
Shockmaster's
with.
theme song was played. It sounds
Terrible.
like someone just messing around on their parents' guitar. Even the commentary.
Terrible.
I've always wanted to ask, is that you playing the guitar, Jess, on his music?
I was just going to say, that's the sorriest entrance music I've ever heard.
When even the commentary team is saying how bad your music is,
So
you
that's
know
the
you have
sorriest
a problem.
entrance music
But
I
what
ever
could
heard.
possibly be worse than this? Well, and the #1 worst theme song in.
Take a time and think about this. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and waste y'all
Wrestling
time.
belongs to TL Hopper. One thing you need to know is that WWE's former chairman, Vince McMahon, loves toilet humor. So, during the gimmick-heavy era of the mid-90s,
Papa
it wasn't a surprise that eventually fans witnessed a wrestling plumber named TL Hopper. And what you think his theme song sounded like is what it actually sounded like. This theme song literally sounds like poop. Now, I know you still want to hear the American Male's theme song backwards.
Wow.
Well, check out the video on screen if you're sure you really want to know.
Terrible. I do not want to hear the theme songs and stuff backwards. Backwards audio is creepy as hell. I just want to say that. But anyway, those are some terrible themes. Some of them. There were a few in there that I was like, why is this here? You know, some of them aren't bad at all. And I think there's some others that's come out in history that could have been on this list. But I don't know. Y'all let me know down below songs that y'all would have put on the worst list for theme music. Because, like I said, I agree with some of them, but there's still some that could have been on that list. And y'all ain't gonna disrespect American Males like that ever again either, alright? Word to my mother, son. And I'm not from New York. Fake ass New York accent, right? Anyway, man, let me go ahead and shut up and get on up here. So before I go to, just don't forget, like and subscribe to the video down below. Helps the channel out a lot. It's free. I appreciate it. Kaos out.